This is Adam Mitchell, the author of this breezy little bit of original fiction. This is Dolores, Chapter 10, the Epilogue. Thanks for listening. End of time. You deceived me. The demon hiss spits his words, gripping the edges of the terracotta pot. The weak, frail dandy laying there sipping broth and recuperating smiles. It is that smug angel smile, as if he knew the outcome all along. He did not. I did no such thing. You happened to find me in a bad way. Why did you think I brought these worlds here? I was thinking secondary crime scene, honestly. Something is profoundly wrong with you, I know. They come from here. The angel points up. Where? Right there. The frenemy leans in close over the angel's shoulder. What, that little black spot? There, in the firmament and absence, a hole. The barest spot gone missing from the whole great glowing cosmos above. It's a particularly violent and bad luck patch of space, and I thought they deserved an honest chance, Earth. The demon scoffs. What comes next should be right up your alley. Asterisk, San Francisco. Feds and windbreakers wait to maybe today execute a raid on LuxTech headquarters. The kind that's polite, honestly the only kind they do anymore. Kind of raid where they wear windbreakers. The Fed in charge watches surveillance feeds bored, waiting for a series of other people on both coasts to assemble a case against the asshole at the top of the brutalist block. Guy's a patriot, is a political man. From the DEA cowboy who does nothing but fart in a surveillance man. Job pooling. There are a lot less feds because there's a lot less everybody, but job pooling and interagency everything. Thanks, Sanders. Amen, brother. They wait, bored, until they aren't, until the thing that was a man comes raging out of that basement lab, headed elevator fast to the top. We gotta get in there, from the cowboy, echoed by a few other also eager feds on the radio. We most certainly do not. We do not have to get in there or anywhere else. Asterisk. Rumor mill and conspiracy theorists tried to blame Dolores for what happened at LuxTech, but that never stuck. Her actions proved her intentions. Space, our land, she gave it back, all over the earth to grow crops and rebuild. She helped from demining and rebuilding from the metal things that terrorized our parents. Dolores has been a friend to humanity, as have the cephalopods. Legit press would speculate years later that Ishmael, the emergent AI that served as Dolores' ambassador to the UN for a few years, that he had something to do with the tragedy. I call it a tragedy, but I do firmly believe the man deserved it. Upstairs at the tip-top of the brutalist block, Lee Lucius sits across from a reporter selected to softball him some questions for the benefit of an ever greater portion of the American electorate. They're sitting there in comfy chairs, you know the shot. The great man's work desk and the Reagan portrait loom in the background. That's when the emergency lighting kicks in. I'm not telling you anything you don't already know if you watched the telecast. No one could seem to interrupt. The thing some devious software magic allowed and insisted be broadcast. Lucius tried to evacuate, but every door locked firmly and every device in the building or on its networks refused commands. Holy light was the only thing the man named Shelley in life said as he walked through Lucius' bodyguards. It's like a Renaissance painting. The iconic screen cap of Shelley holding Lucius by the throat, lifting him off-center to the left of the shot, cameraman having abandoned his post. Shelley put the man off the wall, tossed him like a toy into the portrait of his hero, and dragged him by the ankle to the window. 2 cracked sidewalk slabs below. That's all she wrote for the Reagan man that tried to buy transhumanist immortality with 12 human lives. Asterisk, Michigan. Jonesy the calico purrs, accepting the offering of the evening meal. Cat's enormous caretaker scratches the thing as it rubs at his leg. Thanks before devouring the kibble. Joan attends to the litter while something old and sentimental lilts from the radio. It's a spring day so beautiful, so goddamn pretty it would break your heart to see it. It's the kind of day when, for no reason at all, everything, even the light, is heavy. Jonah grieves her, Dolores, though she is alive. It's crazy, so he keeps it to himself. No rumors or conspiracy theories, it's not like that anyway. But he saw it that first day in those eyes that see someplace no other being can. D is in pain. He sees it in the eyes and the elsewhere expression. There is a weight, a great weight, to being what she is now. No one talks about it. Jonah considers texting Jack, hidden away at some prepper's cabin, de-handed to her. But the no-punctuation rants of religious ecstasy and whatnot, and Jack's replies are a bit much. Some kid sent by Gabriel hollers outside, inviting Jonah to the big communal dinners they do every evening. Just a minute. He plays it. The same clip of Dolores on first contact day he always plays when he feels like shit. I'm not a god. I'm not entirely human, but to be honest, I never really was. I am of you and apart from you, not omnipotent, but I promise you this. Say dear Dolores in earshot of a phone's microphone. Don't compose me a prayer. Write me a note, and I'll do what I can, even if all I can do is listen. 2 years, his throat is closed whenever he tries to say the phrase, Dear Dolores. Kinda rushed and choked out, he manages it. Phone beeps, it's recording, there's laughter and the clamor of a big table and many mouths. Hey D, it's me. I miss you. Listen to this. Jonah holds the phone up, aligning the mic, the gaggle of families and friends in front of me. You know them, right? Isn't that just the most beautiful sound you've ever heard? Jonah approaches his place at the group of tables on the long wraparound porch. He's definitely not crying. And Dolores. After every other establishment has closed its doors, between the hellfire and brimstone, and the all will be made whole. There's a lot of holes in any text or set of texts. Falling through is half the fun. Thanks for listening.